martial arts, one thing you come across all the time is sometimes you don't feel like training. You just don't feel like doing it, right? Tired, would rather do other shit. Just not feeling it. But you recognize something, you're still gonna have to train. And you also recognize that if you train and you don't train well, you waste your time. And not only that, if you're fighting somebody in the match, they don't care what your excuses are. They're still gonna try to get you, right? The higher you go in the belts, like let's say in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're fighting every day, you're sparring every day, you should be. And the lower belt doesn't care, right? He's gonna try to get you, it doesn't matter. So you come to recognize that whether you feel like it or you don't feel like it, the job has to get done. Actors have this, right? The show must go on, they say. Well, in martial arts, the job has to get done. That's it. You still have to do it. Some days you'll feel good doing it. Some days you don't feel good doing it. Prime example is today for me. I just woke up on the fucking, what do they say, the wrong side of bed. I'm still on the wrong side of goddamn bed today. And I don't know what the hell it is. But, obviously, I'm recording this. I did a little workout, as much as I hate working out. Everything has to get done today. It's just that today I feel a little heavier, right? I feel something's on my chest or something's on my back. I can't spot what the fuck it is. That's the reality of the situation. I'm still gonna get the shit done. And this is a big lesson. No one's coming to save you, and you recognize that. I mean, you hope for it sometimes. You hope for the clock to save you. You know, like, I hope time's gonna run out, or I don't know. You sometimes maybe even want someone to intervene. No one's gonna intervene in a good martial arts academy, okay? And in my upbringing, my teacher Batata, if I was in trouble, like in a bad position, and time ran out, he wouldn't stop. He would say, "Keep going." So if time ran out and I was in a bad position, like someone was about to choke me and I was stuck in a position, he would say, "Keep going." And there was no time on that. It was either the guy was going to finish me or I was going to get out. So I started to recognize at some point that if I'm in a bad situation and it's about to be time, you know, time's about to run out, that that's not going to save me. In fact, it's going to get worse. Why? Because if I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, just last a little longer, time is going to run out, it's actually making me weaker. What I need to do is forget about the time, forget about anybody saving me, and just say, I need to get out. I need to get out of this situation, and I need to put everything I got, and there's no other way around it. Now, that's a big deal when it comes to life, when it comes to business, and it comes to relationships. How many times have you been in a relationship, and you just did not want to sit there and talk to that idiot that's in a relationship with you? Yeah, you laugh when I said that probably, right? Because you know the truth of it, right? You just don't want to do it. Or maybe you're in business and you don't want to make that call sometimes, right? You don't want to make the call, but you got to do it. That's where the lesson comes in. And this is what I would teach kids. This is what we teach kids now. We teach adults. This is a lesson ingrained in the martial arts. Some days you'll feel like doing it. Some days you don't feel like doing it. Both days you're going to do it. Some days you don't have the strength and the capability to go real hard and do everything you can. And some days it's easy for you to do that. But both days you're going to give it everything you got. Both days you do your best. The idea of it being easy or difficult in that sense is just that. If it's easy, it's easy. If it's difficult, it's difficult. But the job gets done. This is a teaching of the martial arts. It goes way back in time. If you were a samurai, today you don't feel like defending yourself because you got challenged by another samurai with a sword. Well, guess what? He's gonna kill you. Okay? Or you were a ninja and you were sent on a mission. I'm just kind of tired. I'm a little grumpy. Like I'm feeling grumpy today. It's probably I didn't eat or something. But you're gonna come back with the mission complete. You gotta ask yourself, and you have to realize that your life consists of a bunch of little missions, right? Like working out is a mission, you get it done. Reading or studying is a mission, you get it done. Some days it's easy, some days it's hard. Everything, you break it up into little sections in the day and you consider little missions that have to get done, okay? And again, the moral of the story, some days it'll be easier for you, some days it won't. Both days the job has to get done, okay? And remember, like I told you, the time is not gonna save you. You know, we all got 24 hours in a day. You get up at a certain point, you go to sleep at a certain point. During that time, you can't let nighttime come and save you. Oh, I just can't wait to go to sleep tonight. Close my eyes on the problems. Oh, I can't wait till 5 o'clock comes around so I can clock out and not deal with these problems. They stack on top of each other and they get bigger. The martial artist knows that you have to deal with the problem when it's a baby, when it's a seed in the ground. Don't let it become a tree and then try to chop it down. Just go dig up the seed and you don't have a tree afterwards, okay? And this is something that I learned day in and day out in the martial arts, and I see it every day. It's funny to me when people are like complaining and then they don't do the job. Like I understand if you complain and do the job. I don't understand if you complain and then you don't do the job and you still complain. Like now you got double negative in this thing. If you complain, fine, whatever, but get the job done, okay? And I think that that's one of the biggest differences between a martial artist and a non-martial artist is that they know, if you've been to martial arts for a while, it's like, some days it's going to be easy, some days it's going to be difficult. Get the job done.